Welcome back to On the Rocks, guys.
19, Kevin.
I know what episode it is.
Oh,
it was a dramatic pause, pussy.
That was a dramatic pause.
He was waiting for like a Star Wars background theme music kind of thing.
So yeah, episode 19. Thanks for everybody for coming back, listening to us. For you guys new, it's a podcast that we talk about shit. Literally, that's basically
No,
how
not
that
literally, because we don't talk about shit.
You
literally.
Yeah, you talk about
you
shit.
talked about
You
shit on
lied.
one
Yeah,
episode. Yes, you
talked about
did.
shit, no.
Remember when you said you said you stepped in shit?
shit. Yeah,
But that wasn't talking about shit. I was just talking about the action
You were using it
of
as a,
stepping.
you were using it as a metaphor,
Yeah,
stepping in
it
shit.
was-
So
Got
you
it.
literally did talk about shit.
Got it. All right. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to our Instagram, follow us, follow our handles. They're all in the description below. Hit the notification bell so we can get notified whenever we post anything new. Today, we're gonna be talking about. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that was, Carl. Don't do that shit next to me.
You was giving me a face. I was trying to hype myself up. Man.
Okay. So today we're gonna be talking about the vaccine mandates that have been going through, how they've been affecting people's jobs. We're gonna have to talk about Florida Man from Geo, and we're gonna talk about 2000s nostalgia. How it was back then. So, but first, what are we drinking today, Carl?
We're drinking today.
I think it made its own fucking thing.
Tell me that sounds legit. That sounds like a real like.
It's not like a whisper. It's not like
Yeah, it was a little low. It was a little low.
the DJ
It was a
hit
little low.
it in a club by himself.
Like-
Somebody heard it in the street.
He was doing like in the back room. He was just practicing.
Yeah.
All right, today we're gonna be drinking Captain Morgan, but not just any Captain Morgan. We're drinking some Captain Morgan Long Island iced tea. It's one of these pre-mixed things, you know, like for the old heads in here. Although they still have it, you know how they used to have like the Bacardi Zombie and Hurricane and stuff pre-mixed. There's Captain Morgan made one Long Island iced tea, not very strong, 13%. Oh, this one's 17. The other ones are 13, so this one's a little stronger. 17, still not super strong, but.
Do you have
70%.
like syrup in your mouth?
I talk too fast.
No, man, syrup.
I talk fast.
He gets in Captain Morgan.
I talk too fast. All right, I'll do it slow.
You like Mr. Ed.
Long Island iced tea, Captain Morgan. We haven't tried this yet. We're gonna see how it is. Well, at the end we'll kind of, or maybe right now we'll see. We'll rate it, let you guys know if it's worth the buy.
Salud.
Cheers, guys.
Move this over here.
I'm gonna let you know
What a horrible tap.
there was no glass cups because some people decided we didn't need the glass
That's
cups.
not bad, actually.
That's good.
So
That's good.
This is pretty good.
is it?
This
See,
is
all right.
pretty
So
good.
this is Long Island iced tea, but it actually tastes like iced tea. Long Island iced tea doesn't really have iced tea in it.
Well, a Long
this
Island
is real
iced tea kind of tastes like an iced tea, but it has no ingredients of an iced tea. But it does.
How do
kinda
you do
taste-
that?
It does kind of taste like it though.
Mind blown. No,
Yeah.
I don't think so. It just tastes like a bunch of alcohol mixed together.
Carl, remember that time I mixed the drink and it tasted like cream soda and it had no cream soda in it?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that.
It was
But I wanted. If that really happened, I would definitely want.
Was it the?
First of all, cream soda is disgusting.
No, it's not. Cream soda was good.
Cream soda?
I remember it. I think it was the.
I think I'm gonna have
it
to
was
agree with
it
that.
was the Crown Apple and ginger ale. I think it was, or the Marcus Moran ginger ale.
I can see that.
Crown apple and ginger ale tastes like cream soda.
There's a thing too, like isn't it like rum chata and something that it tastes like cinnamon toast
Cinnamon
crunch?
Coast, yeah, rum chata and fireball.
And Fireball, yeah, it tastes like cinnamon.
I'm not drinking.
I'll
Okay,
do
we'll
that.
get you Heat Wave. It's like the
What?
other the
No.
knockoff version
Of what?
of
Fireball.
Fireball.
No,
Heat Wave?
no, thank
That's a
you.
poor
I have you know it's a
Publix brand.
$7.50. It's a $7.50 and it costs $9.99.
I'm drinking that shit.
Cannot be
I'm drinking
good.
that
And
shit.
it's rated 97 in Total Wine.
Okay, cool.
I have
A
bought
cheap
it
way to
and
get fucked
actually
up.
it is better than Fireball if anyone want to
That's
try
not
it.
saying much.
It's a little bit like I think it's like sweeter. It tastes more like remember back in the day the little red like
The Red Hots? The
Red Hots like it tastes
But
like
you're the
that.
only person that likes all those weird candies, those hot cinnamon candy. You like Big Red gum too? You do like Big Red gum.
The right answer no.
Bro, this shit's nasty as fuck. I don't want cinnamon fucking.
gum. You used to like this shit for
Cinnamon
real?
gum's not bad. I mean I haven't had it in years. But like if someone gives me Big Red I'm not gonna be like no it's disgusting no. Like,
Nah, I was
I'll
more
have
of
it
a
for
winter fresh.
sure. You're more of a juicy fruit kind of man.
No, I don't like
Not
this
juicy fruit, bro.
This was good. It just didn't last long.
Yeah.
Or
It's
the little
like
chiclets.
25 cents for a little.
All right, so vaccine mandates. So as you've seen, in New York, they had the mandate for the nurses that if they weren't vaccinated, in some hospitals they made them actually fired them. In some of them they gave them a time period to get vaccinated. But how do you guys feel about that?
That's pretty wild to do like that on the spot. Like, hey, you have until midnight today to get a vaccine shot, or you get. Or
I mean,
it's
they
over
were
for
they
you.
were they were given like a lot.
Obviously.
Well, they give him more time. Like
Obviously.
in New York, they kind of like basically made it mandatory
yeah.
to do anything.
They
like,
did,
Yeah, so like New York was actually one of the first places to do the whole vaccine card. That you need a vaccine card to eat in a restaurant if the restaurant wants to do it. It's up to their discretion. But
You basically need that card to do anything.
yeah, in
Yeah.
certain places,
Yeah.
like Los Angeles. I remember it's gonna be more likely like New York, Los Angeles, like the more I don't
Very
say, but
populate-
liberal,
very
the
populated,
the liberal states are gonna be doing that.
it's
First.
the very populated, overpopulated states that people are living on
Liberal
top of each other.
Yeah, I mean, and like you said, some of the places gave like
You understand that the state
It's
didn't
not
like,
liberal.
didn't vote that way.
What do you mean?
The whole state didn't vote that way. The other way.
What are you talking about? New York?
No, Florida.
Oh no, I know.
So
Florida's
this is the liberal states.
We're
I mean, word on the street too is that some of the election was rigged. So
Whatever. We're not talking about
whatever.
that. That's not a
That's
topic.
another topic altogether.
just saying those votes. I don't know.
But yeah. So
I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of messed up to an extent. Like you're talking about people that have firsthand. I mean, when this all blew up, New York was like the epicenter of all this stuff.
China was,
You're talking about people that what?
China was, but
No, I'm talking about the
China
United
was the
States.
epicenter.
I know. I'm talking about
Patient
the
zero.
I'm talking about in the United States. So you're talking like you're now gonna fire people that have probably saved thousands of lives at this point. Maybe like almost on an individual like level. Like there's some probably nurses that have like saved thousands of people that have seen thousands of patients and like have saved them. Just because of the fact that I understand the whole vaccine thing, but I don't, but I do. So I mean, you're gonna fire them for that after they've done everything they've done and have been around it for over a year now. And I mean, at the end of the day, it is like their body. You're gonna at that point you're mandating somebody to take a shot. That all right, you guys can say yes. There's been research on it, and yeah, I understand there's been research, but has there really been long-term research? But at most, there may have been a year of like research on these vaccines. I'm not saying it's not safe. I'm not saying it is safe because I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't work for one of these vaccine testing places.
But you're a fact checker.
Yeah, but fact checks and sometimes vaccines and stuff like that, it doesn't work out.
But here's the thing too: is like you have those. I'm not saying it's okay. You have these nurses that have been around like all these cases, like you said, and seen obviously people who've gotten vaccinated and seen the benefits of people who've gotten vaccinated and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I mean,
so they should like, and they obviously they tell people to get vaccinated. As a nurse, they're supposed to like that's what you do. You tell people to get vaccinated. That you should get you vaccinated. You should get updated. So how can a nurse that's not vaccinated tell somebody to get vaccinated?
So how can they tell you like it's an old metaphor? They say like you can't tell somebody to wash their hands.
you
if your hands are dirty.
don't tell.
My doctor told me to get vaccinated. Here.
Yeah, but not all doctors tell you to get vaccinated because I've talked to people that like, oh, don't get vaccinated. There's nurses.
No,
that
doctor.
are
When you
against
go to the doctor, not somebody you know on the street.
there's
you
there's
go
people
to
that
the-
are against it. You don't have to say get vaccinated. So it's your job to say get vaccinated, just like at work. Like there's at work, you might tell somebody, oh, buy this, even though it's just to like get them to get it because that's your job to do that, even if you don't believe it. Because I've said it 100 times. I'm pretty sure you've said it 100 times. Where you're like, yeah, that's pretty good. That's good.
No,
Yeah,
I know
buy
I
it.
don't. I tell people
Yeah,
that I tell people they buy
But,
piece of shit. I just let you know. Listen, you're cheap.
At the
That's
end of
what
the
you
day,
buy.
I just don't really see right now. If you get the vaccine or you don't have the vaccine, you can still get COVID. I understand it saves your life, but at that point, that's up to you whether you want to save your life or not. Type of
You
thing.
feel like if it should be a choice.
for the small percentage that you might pass away from that.
Yeah.
It should be your choice. I mean, it's not like again, if you're vaccinated or not, you're vaccinated, you can still get COVID. You can still pass COVID. You probably pass COVID faster than other people because at the point where you had the vaccine, yeah, you show less symptoms, and you might not know you have COVID, and then you can pass it to the next person and pass it to the next person. Whereas somebody that doesn't have the vaccine, I understand they might get a little more sick. It's not saying that if you get COVID, you're gonna die. Like that's far from the truth. There's a chance you're gonna you might pass away from it, but I just don't feel like it's a good idea to be doing that.
I haven't heard Gio yet. Let me see what Gio chimes in on this and see.
Well, I mean, the way I see it is we always have to remember that everything you do has to be like something you choose to do. You know, there's benefits to things and there's cons to things at the end of the day. I agree somewhat that like if you're a nurse or if you're anything in the medical field, you technically should believe in something that is in like you're basically your job is to believe in these kind of things. You get what I mean? If you're believing in science, then you should be able to be like, hey, this
This works.
works.
You tell people to get the flu shot. That shit don't fucking always work. The fuck? and nurses tell you to do
The
the
flu shot's been around for decades.
But
and it doesn't work.
COVID
does
actually.
work.
Remember, you have to imagine that this is.
I've never gotten the flu.
Okay, yeah, but some people just don't get the flu.
One second.
It's called genetic.
You're
It's,
talking
just,
about how, like,
it's called
the flu's been around
self-immunization.
forever.
Like it's immunity.
COVID was originally what SARS was. Like, it's not like COVID's a new thing now because
COVID is
COVID-19.
a family, from the
So I'm
family.
saying, so they've had research done on it
Yeah,
for
but it's
years too
different.
now.
Every single virus is even if you see, that's the reason. Okay, so you had COVID, the original COVID, and then you had like COVID Alpha, whatever the hell you want to call it, the original one, and then you have Delta. It's still from the state. They're still COVID-19, but they're so different to the point where they made the vaccine for the first one, and yeah, maybe it worked for
And
the
now
first
they're
one,
talking about getting
and
boosters
now
for the
it
Delta.
doesn't even work against the second one, like against Delta variant. Like, so that's how the viruses are so like specific to the vaccine that it's gonna keep morphing and evolving and all this stuff until.
But then imagine
It
this.
gets to-
Sometimes it's not even just nurses. You were talking about it yourself. Like, look at all these other companies that are mandating it and making you do it.
So let's go back to that. So let's go into the athletes. Do you feel like an athlete should do it? Should get vaccinated? You're getting paid millions of dollars. You're not a fucking nurse. You're getting paid millions of dollars to play a sport. Do you feel like you should be vaccinated? You should get vaccinated.
Here's how you gotta kind of see that because
I mean, it really depends on the person.
Obviously,
Is money
regarding health, like say, not saying that the person like health wise they can't get it. I'm saying like they can physically get it. They just choose not to, and obviously it's gonna affect your money.
It depends on the person. Is money worth more than your personal like?
So let me ask you one thing before you
like
before you get
your
into it.
personal opinion of something.
Let me ask you one thing. We'll use Kyrie as an example because Kyrie has been on the fence about the whole vaccine thing. He's not really giving any straight answers. He's kind of like he wants to keep it like
Yeah,
private.
he wants to keep it private.
Wants to
He's a
keep it
fat
private.
earther.
You know.
He's
So I mean, Kyrie, obviously playing for Brooklyn in the state that mandated the vaccine, he's not allowed to play any home games.
yeah.
Do you feel that athletes in that position who choose not to get the vaccine should be sat down the whole season, or do you feel like they should allow them to play and take a pay cut and play only half the seasons?
I wouldn't say sit down the whole season because it depends on the organization. That's really up to the organization at that point, and they wouldn't sit down somebody they're paying, especially in basketball. They're guaranteed money.
No, I'm just saying.
So you can't give them a pay because it's not like football. Like in football, you get game checks. In basketball, you get guaranteed money. So you can't give them less money because they don't do that. Like look at Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh couldn't play a whole year, and they had to pay him the full fucking contract.
That's true.
But that wasn't by choice.
No, but still he couldn't play.
Like, give me blood clots.
He had blood clots.
He couldn't play. They had to pay him.
Yeah, I mean, this virus has changed like everything around it, sports wise, there's basic living standards. So I mean, if you have the option, he's given the option to take a vaccine. He doesn't want to take it. Imagine how you're gonna affect the whole season. You go and play 41 games out of the 82. Imagine when it comes playoff time, when you have 2 games at home and you can't play, and you want to. And Kyrie's not a scrub. He's one of the top premier point guards in the league.
What that is gonna do is affect your future endeavors with any team.
Yeah.
Obviously. So that's obviously you can't do anything about it now. In my opinion, it's gonna be what's gonna affect you in the future. So like all those like his contract extensions or anything he doesn't get in the future, he's probably not gonna get anything like that. He's probably not gonna get what he wants or what he deserves in terms of a player because of that.
Of his choices off the court.
Yeah.
You feel.
Not true.
You think
At the end
so?
of the day-
If you're an owner and you have a player that won't do something that can affect the team, like losing, so like he can't play because he won't do this.
Yeah.
You're not gonna pay. You're gonna pay him the full amount
Yeah.
as an owner.
Yeah, because
That's why you're Miami.
depends on-
That's why you're Miami Heat.
Let me ask you a question.
Nah.
Let me ask you a question before you
That's
push
because
that.
of what?
That's why you're a Miami Heat fan because you just overpaid.
Let me
people for
ask
no
you a
reason.
question. Imagine now, let's say by chance, because of the vaccine, let's say Kyrie gets sick and it gets everybody in Brooklyn sick, and now they can't play.
Yeah,
Now you have-
okay. So if you're gonna go and you're not gonna get the vaccine, then you go get tested every day, or go get tested every other day, or 3 days, or create. I don't know. Just like they created a vaccine, they can kind of figure out on how long you need to get vaccinated before you can actually like figure out you're sick or whatever. I mean, get tested, not vaccinated. Get tested before.
Like say,
So like get tested every day. So if Kyrie doesn't want to do it, then you'd be like, all right, so 2 days, 48 hours before every game, or every day, or whatever. If you want to be every day, and you're like, oh look, it has to be every day, then that's what you have to do. Go test it every day. But you put a thing in your nose and call it a day. Like I've done it before. It's not that bad.
do it every day.
I'll do it every day if I need to. Whatever, it's not a big deal. Give me a bunch of take home tests and I'll fucking be doing it. I'll do it in front of them if they want. But like it's not a big deal. Like okay, if you don't want to do the vaccine, I understand. It's your body. You can do what you want. People are like, oh, can't get an abortion. Like you should have your like control of your body, like what you want to do with your body. But then now they're telling you got to get a vaccine. A vaccine that, all right, is FDA approved. all right, I guess like it's FDA approved, and I guess you can believe in whatever you want or whatever. You're gonna have an FDA approval on like something that fast without having full long term like case studies for years. I'm not saying the vaccine is gonna kill you. I'm not saying that it's not safe. Like that's far from that. Like I don't know. Again, like I'm not a scientist, and that's cool.
I mean, us three are not dead, and we have the
like
vaccine.
I'm not like
We're not dead. We have the vaccine.
Yeah, you're lucky you're not dead, but there have been people that have passed away from having the vaccine. So you're just one of those. It's like people pass away from the vaccine. People pass away from having COVID itself.
Are you acting like people pass away from getting the flu shot?
Nah.
You really believe that?
You
believe that?
Very.
In terms of this vaccine, it's the same thing.
Nowhere near this vaccine. Nowhere near this vaccine. I can tell you that right now.
Okay, but I mean, but like that goes in with you saying that long-term research with the flu shot. So they made
give me long-term research, and that's fine. That's cool. And then at that point, you can kind of mandate somebody to.
I'm sure when the flu first came out, a lot of people died even though they got the original shot. Like it wasn't as tested as before. Okay,
yeah, I'm sure.
But I was like, go back to this. So like, but you're getting paid millions of dollars. You like to be an athlete. You're gonna say, I don't care.
Yeah, so that's like saying getting paid millions of dollars. Like now, whatever I say, you have to do. Be my puppet. Like, I'm gonna pay you $40 million a year to go play basketball, but I'm gonna need you to
think about it.
do
You
something
gotta
that
think
you
I'm gonna let you know you are a puppet. You're an entertainer. You are a puppet. And in terms of athletes, musicians, you're a puppet.
No, you're not.
You have the ability of doing other things, but to the billionaires, you're a puppet to them. You don't think so?
No.
They make the money.
At that point, that's just up to, if you're a puppet, that's because you want to be a puppet. That's because you brought it upon yourself. Like they don't put a gun to your head and you're like, hey, do this, go play this concert.
The gun in a sense is the money they shove in your face. Like, oh, you want to get out the hood? You want to do something? Here's the way of doing it. You have to do what I tell you to do. This is it.
Out the hood. I'd have to be out the hood. You can be out anywhere.
Cause I'm gonna let you know, most of the people that go into those sports are from the hood. They're not from rich neighborhoods.
They're from the hood, but I'm pretty sure actually I want to say most of them are probably not from the hood, but they're not from the best neighborhood. They're not like from like rich neighborhood either. They're probably closer to like middle class and all that stuff. Like lower.
I doubt that.
Lower middle class. I'm not talking about they're fucking from the slums. So like there's obviously there is, but
we're just saying in the sense. Imagine that you're being paid all this money because you're meant to entertain fans
at the end of the day,
that come out to see you.
So at the end of the day, it's a personal thing. It's a personal thing. At the end of the day, it's do you want to be a puppet or not? Are you gonna like follow what you're gonna be true to yourself, or are you gonna be following the money that
made you who you were?
That everybody not who you are because these people made it to the NBA before the money, and that's what made them who they are. They're basketball players. Like they're ballers. They're like top notch.
Cool. I have people who are amazing basketball players that are on the street. They're basketball players.
They're not good enough to be in the NBA though.
Why?
Because they're not in the NBA. That's why.
Because they didn't want to be a puppet. So no, that you're nobody.
No, it had nothing to do with being a puppet or nothing.
Because you didn't play the game. You didn't play the game the right way.
Now you gotta play the game that
You have to
play the game the right way.
The corporate game.
The corporate game.
You don't have to play the corporate game.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's why you have D1 NBA players that will never see an NBA court ever. Sometimes you go to the park, you see like, who are these sweaty ass fucking D1 players?
You think they're good, but they're not NBA level.
There's
something that a scout saw that they're like, nah, I don't like this.
All right. Yeah, it's the mentality. That's what they saw.
That's fine, but whatever. If you're gonna be true to yourself, I guess it depends if you want money.
We're gonna see when the NBA season starts, and
I mean, we see like the NFL season too, though. Like NFL, I think at one point they had if you don't want to be vaccinated, you have to be away from the team. You couldn't be next to the team, and obviously you had to get tested. How do you think that affects the team? Like that affects the team?
That's the stupidest shit I've ever seen in the world because, like I said, you have the vaccine, you can still get COVID. You don't have the vaccine, you can still get COVID. So what the fuck's the point?
That's their rules. You can't.
So your mind is just let it be a free for all. Just act like everything's normal.
Not act like everything's normal.
So what to do?
What are you saying then?
What's the rules then?
I mean, you get the vaccine if you want. Get the vaccine if you don't.
And then what? And then what do you do? And then nothing.
You're saying that they don't like people who don't have the vaccine. Kevin's saying that they're not allowed to be with the team. You're saying that's stupid. So you're saying just let it run function normal as hell.
Yeah, get them tested like they do now. I'm pretty sure they still, even though they're vaccinated, I'm pretty sure I think they still get tested.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. How do you know? All right, so like,
how do I know? Okay, so I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know how I know.
There's people that are professional NFL players or whatever, and they're being put on COVID protocol, without symptoms because they've said it. They're like, oh, without showing any symptoms, this person has no symptoms, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
so they still get tested every day.
Close for something. They don't get tested every day. So
they still get tested every other day or
I'm gonna tell you why I know that they don't get tested every day.
This Kevin's a professional NFL player.
No, because first of all, this is how you need to do your research. I actually watch NFL players on YouTube who have YouTube channels who actually tell you about their protocols from different teams. And they say if you are vaccinated, you don't have to get tested every day. You have to get tested, obviously, if you were in close proximity to somebody who has COVID symptoms, then yes, obviously you have to get tested.
Like that, yeah.
But they don't get tested every day anymore. That was when the season started last year. Yes, you had to get tested before every game, before every time you go into the arena, any training facility, you have to get tested. Now it's not like that. If you are not vaccinated, you have to get tested a lot. If you're vaccinated, you don't have to get tested.
Yeah, so weekly. So you still gotta get tested. So if you're on, it's weekly protocol for NFL players. I just saw off NFL.com.
NFL players, but basketball players play like 3
they
or 4
haven't even
games a
started
week.
playing.
Okay, well,
So just get vaccinated every day. Just get tested every day. That's what it is.
All right, Gio. Tell us about Florida, man.
Take us to Florida, man, Gio.
Florida man in his underwear hits deputy in face with Bible, screams, "I condemn you," poops himself.
Tidy whities.
There's a lot going on in one Florida man.
Let me read the.
That's Midwest Florida.
It's Ocala, Florida.
Yeah, you can tell that's up.
39-year-old Robert Hoskins was arrested for breaking to another guy's home
This
to
is
steal
definitely
clothes.
a white guy, right?
Yeah.
Dude.
When officers arrived and confronted Hoskins, he was wearing only his underwear and ran at deputies screaming, "I condemn you," before hitting him in the face with a Bible. After some struggle and getting himself tased, Hoskins was finally handcuffed. But wait, there's more. It was at that point that he decided to throw a Hail Mary, pooping himself. He shit himself.
I thought he took the shit.
I
thought he took the shit and threw it.
They arrested his ass. This happens all the time because I used to hang out with a lot of cops.
What?
I swear to God, I used to hang out with.
And anyway, thank you guys for tuning in.
When I worked at the supermarket, I used to hang out with cops because they used to stay there all the time. And they would tell me stories how every time they would
thought the same thing what Gio said.
Every time they handcuffed the bums, they shit themselves to try to get out of it. And they're like, "No, you just destroyed my fucking car."
Yo,
they shit themselves to try to get out of a fucking. They to see what happens.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
What would you do, Carl? If you're handcuffed, you're just gonna sit there and take it? You shit your pants?
Shitting myself is not the first option. I'm gonna let you know that, Gio.
Shitting himself. Look, I mean, he's already handcuffed and struggled. Like, why add that? Make it worse. Like, you think the cops gonna be like,
now you're gonna have shit till you drive. You know what they're gonna do though, right? At that point, the cops are gonna know you shit yourself, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, really? That's what you want? You're handcuffed. You're in my car." They're gonna go drive probably to the middle of nowhere, like middle of a parking lot, get out of the car and just sit for a little bit while you sit in your own shit in the middle of the.
Not for sure.
And because all they do is they're gonna drop you off. They'll probably lower all the windows. Your shit is shit. Like it's already smells like shit.
You're shit and shit and shit.
So they're gonna go and they're gonna lower all the windows and they'll drive back after they let you sit in your own shit.
They'll throw you in the lockbox. No, they're not gonna leave you in the shit with that because they have to deal with that car later.
No,
they're gonna take you. They're gonna take you back. They're gonna throw you in the lockbox with the shit still on you.
Yeah.
And then leave you in there. That's what they do.
What police car you ever seen with the windows down?
The front windows go down.
All windows. If the guy got
No, the front windows, not the back windows. Back windows don't go down. Pretty sure they don't.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
They have bars.
The windows go down.
They don't have bars.
They do.
I've never seen bars on the back of a window.
Yeah.
A cop car.
Some of them depends on which car.
You think the cop put a towel?
one
You
that
think the
you
cop put a towel
No,
down?
there's some.
To have him sit on the towel.
He's like, "Oh man, my bad. Hey, you want to go Target? Let's go get you some new underwear."
I'm not letting him sit in my fucking car, shit underwear and dragging shit stains all over my seat.
You gonna go take him to your house and take him a shower?
No, absolutely not. I'll leave him there.
Yeah, take a shower, then take it to.
I'll wait till.
You hose them down over there? No.
You think that was do you think they charged him with assault with deadly weapon, throwing the Bible at him?
They did with battery and assault.
Not a deadly weapon.
It could be a deadly weapon
That-
in the
that's-
hands of
that's
the
the
in the
Holy
hands of
Ghost. I
Shohei
condemn
Ohtani.
you.
It's the Holy Ghost in his hand.
And he also thought he was exercising the cop. He's like, "I condemn you," and he threw it at him.
Did he miss?
No, he hit him.
He hit
Oh, he hit him.
He hit him with that Bible.
Then he wanted to be hit. Either that or he's a retired baseball player. One of the two. Because I'm pretty sure I can dodge a Bible. If you throw a Bible at me,
If you can
depends on
dodge a
how
wrench,
far.
you can
You
dodge.
can't
a
dodge a
ball.
Bible. If I throw a Bible at you, I will never. One, I won't throw the Bible.
Yeah, I'm about to
But
say.
a book that size, I can hit you with it for sure. You're not dodging.
Thick
a
book.
How far are
The
we?
Bible's a thick book.
From here,
remember?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't throw it. Like it's not like he said
Throw a dictionary at your head.
10 yards.
Let's test it out.
An encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia is bigger than the Bible.
It's a little hard
you
to
can't
throw.
even. You'll blow your arm out.
You can't even throw it. Like
You can't even find encyclopedias.
I thought he
anymore.
shit himself.
Let's get that out there.
I thought he shit himself because of the taser.
That's why I thought so too.
A lot of people
Because
shit
he got
themselves because of the
and he
taser.
just-
Your
Nope.
body just clenches, and if you're trying to hold
He
one at
gets
that
tasered,
point,
and then as a way to to just.
Oh, you
put
want to tase me? I'm gonna shit my fucking pants.
he's like, let it rip. Open it up.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
Property battery on an officer, burglary, theft, property damage, and resisting.
What's he
arrest.
look like?
Property damage. Oh, for
They have
the
a picture
car?
of him?
Did he shit in the car?
Yeah.
All right, we'll put the picture up so you guys can see what this
Wait, let me see how he
this shitter looks like.
See if he looks like he would shit himself.
Like you would shit himself. Like
No,
he
like
like
he
he would
would.
shit
Well, that's
himself.
how they-
Bro, he looks like he's about to
shit
yeet
though.
that fucking that Bible there, bro.
What the fuck is this, bro? These websites suck.
They probably had the Bible as evidence in the evidence locker.
Call you alright, man?
I can't see inside the cup. It was too far.
But yeah, I
so
mean,
glass cups would help it because you can see through the glass.
Not all glass cups. Not if the glass has like a design on it.
Anyway,
Alright,
and
so
that's- back
we're
to
gonna
you,
go
Skip.
ahead and talk about nostalgia.
2000s nostalgia.
everything, bro. Fads, toys, songs.
I have a-
jerseys, do rags, baggy pants.
Oh, the style. Yeah.
Jingle,
I'm
jingle
about to say,
jeans.
I was like, what kind of
jeans.
do-rag? There's different kinds of do-rags?
I have
Throwback
22
jerseys.
things from the 2000s.
Baggy,
I got a bunch of
it's
stuff.
like you get, alright, so you're a medium, get a 2X.
Watching George Lopez on Nick at Night.
Oh, you'll wake up.
iPods with click wheels.
iPods with click wheels. Damn, that was
Those iPods back in the day were the shit, bro.
My first iPod.
Razor scooters. Who had
You
Razor
know, we were
scooters?
talking about that the other
I had
day,
a
me and
Razor
Gio.
scooter.
I did with the wheelie
We were
bar.
talking about, mine
I didn't
never
have
had
a wheelie bar.
bar.
That was like later on. That was like
Mine,
They had a
mine
wheelie
was,
bar.
The
you
regular-
pull
the
back,
brakes.
you fall back on the back of your head.
You step back. That's the brakes.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
if you went too far, they had a wheelie bar apparently.
Yeah, you would hold it to the back and he would.
I didn't have no wheelie bar. I was doing the wheelies without the bar.
It's pinkies up.
That's fancy.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Toys
That-
R Us.
Without,
Let me say something about Tony Hawk Pro Skater. That's still one of the greatest games.
Pro Skater 2.
bro.
Well, I'm saying that Tony
That's
Hawk
one thing-
original OG like opened up like the game. Like that's one of the best. Like
You know what I was thinking about actually yesterday? Funny enough,
MySpace.
I was, damn, like,
hold on, we'll tackle each topic.
so I want to play Rock Band again. I don't know if it's early 2000s, but I was thinking about it. They're just sitting there. at
It's
work,
not.
No.
It's
and I was
like, yeah, no, I think it was like 2009, 2010.
like
Rock Band, yeah, I mean it's not early.
That would be-
It's
that would
part
be-
of the
that would be
nostalgia.
fun.
Rock Band, I was more of a Guitar Hero kind of guy. I'm not gonna lie.
You just
I was
play
more
Rock
of a
Band with
DJ
this-
Hero type of guy.
Oh man, DJ Hero was
I had
dope.
What
DJ
a
Hero, too.
flop.
I had no DJ Hero was.
DJ Hero
alright.
was
They
good.
came out with two.
Yeah, DJ Hero was
Yeah,
cool.
dude.
They did pretty well. Two of them, two games.
Did anybody have a Nintendo DS?
Yes, I had
Yes.
every.
Yes,
No, the
Yeah,
last
system.
Nintendo like Game Boy thing that I had was the Advance, like the horizontal one.
Advance?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah,
were
it's
stuck
The
in the
first
past,
one, yeah.
Baba.
After that, I didn't get the 3DS, the
No,
DS,
I didn't get that
the
far
none
either.
of that. Like,
The farthest I had was the Game Boy Micro. Cha, the micro.
Trash ass.
The micro. I had it. Oh, I had an SP, Game Boy SP, and then I had the micro.
Did any of you ever had these colorful fans in your room?
No,
no.
I had one
No,
in
I
my
didn't
room.
have
that says a lot.
What does that say, Gio?
What does it say, Gio?
Since you're fruity.
Ooh.
Remember Linkin Park and Eminem? Those were like the
Eminem.
go-tos in the 2000s, man.
Those were or Lil Wayne, early 2002. Lil Wayne when he came out, Fireman. That was like 2004, 2005.
Was it?
Yeah.
LimeWire.
Let me say something about LimeWire.
I did not have
If
sexual
I
relations
had,
with
LimeWire.
that
if I had
woman.
every, you would remember we would like
The reason Geek Squad exists today is because of LimeWire.
you would
For
put,
sure.
Like,
you would put up
Because you got taught how to fucking refresh your computer.
no all the viruses.
No, all the viruses.
Yeah, you reset your computer back. You save your computer
You
before it had
save
a
it-
virus, and
yeah.
you set it back to before it had
Yeah,
the
a lot of people
virus.
didn't know how to do that.
Yeah,
but I knew
but-
that.
I knew how to do
you
that
can
shit.
do that. Yeah.
You had the
like,
previous
refresh it and
settings,
stuff, yeah.
and you like oh virus.
You'd have to have it
Fuck
to like.
virus.
You'd have to do it. You'd have to have your computer so that it would like like do that saving thing
Yeah.
every day. Like
do you think you
save
could,
a,
do you think you remember how to do that right now?
Of course,
Yeah.
of course, I know how to do
Set it
that.
back to your previous settings.
Yeah,
then you go to restore and it tells you do you want
It
to
was-
restore all the way and it's like or pick a date and then it tells you.
It
what
was
days.
annoying when you would put like movies to download on LimeWire. You wake up the next morning.
I messed up on iPod because of that.
and then you got.
That was the
I did not
first
have
time-
sexual relations with that
So
woman.
I would.
I did not
That's
have
the
sexual
first time
relations. You
that
get
I ever
rickrolled.
did something like crazy,
illegal.
sketchy on like
It's
to like
illegal.
open something up because I like growing up I would open up toys and break like just open them up to see how they work and stuff. That was the first time I had my iPad, my Apple. What was the metal one? Mini. the iPod Mini, and I downloaded I guess
So,
a bad.
It wasn't a nano.
No,
The Nano was
Mini.
that
The Mini.
little
It was
With
a
the,
baby.
Mini.
with the screen or without a screen?
The one with no
No,
screen was the Shuffle.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a
Yeah.
Shuffle. It was the Mini. It was the Mini. The ones that came in different colors. That was like aluminum case.
Yeah, it was the Mini.
Yeah. I apparently I downloaded a song that had a virus in it, and it destroyed the hard drive. I would turn it on, it would just reshut itself off, and I was like, I'm not gonna throw this away. So I ended up buying like a hard drive online and putting a new hard drive in it. I was pretty impressed. I was so proud of myself.
You ever play with Bionicles?
No.
Remember those Lego-
Bionicles.
Bionicles. They sound
I
familiar.
do
What
remember
is
those toys. Yeah, I
That
do
Lego,
remember
that Lego toy.
Oh,
Do you remember TVs with VHS players in them?
Yes, the combos.
Those are the little ones. Those like 32.
We're gonna have to put pictures of everything so people can understand like every little like reference that we have.
The Tamagotchis. I used to have a Nano Fighter.
The Tamagotchi
I
was
had
in
a Nano
the
Fighter, too.
2000s.
Nano Fighter. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
it
right?
was like 90s.
I had a Nano
2000.
Fighter. I don't know. I had a Nano
What about
Fighter.
music? I have a few lists of musics here.
Ja Rule.
Bootylicious by Destiny's Child.
Bootylicious. I got one for you.
Or this one. This one you got?
No, that's the Nano.
No.
I got one for look at this in music. In Sync, right? In 2000 comes out the album, right? They dropped the banger Bye Bye Bye, right?
No strings attached.
In the same decade, 2002, Justin Timberlake parted ways and dropped Cry Me River.
Oof, better.
Crimey River was a banger.
That's
2002?
2002, yeah. Justin
No
Timberlake
way, for real?
Justin Timberlake. I just read it right now. Justin Timberlake parted ways with NSYNC in 2002.
Look at
Cry Me River came.
look at
Yeah.
look at the iMac.
Oof.
Oh my
They-
god.
they
We used to have. We used
You
to
know,
have
the colorful.
every
They
Miami
brought that
Dade.
back.
That was the
Macintosh.
that
Macintosh.
was the Miami Dade like county public schools computer lab.
Macintosh,
computer.
yeah.
They brought them
Those
back,
colors.
bro. All the IMAX now are all those colors again.
The Macintosh. God, that was a.
Horrible.
Do you guys feel?
Mac OS back in the day was trash.
Do you remember these stupid ass little dogs?
Yes. They would talk to each other.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
It's like little like metal dogs with like colorful ears.
They would speak
Oh,
to each other.
what the fur babies? What are they called?
Furbies?
Furbies.
babies?
But Furbies were like
Furbies.
Furbies were like 90s. Furbies were like 90s.
I
Yeah?
hated Furbies,
I mean,
bro.
they were in the 2000s, but they were big in the 90s.
Bro, I remember, you'd leave that shit in the middle of the night and you'd hear it speaking while you're trying to sleep. And you're like,
They're freaky too. The name,
the
like
boogeyman's
the
here.
voices were weird. That was bad. So 2000s, like that was. I mean, I don't know what cartoons nowadays look like. These I quit a long time ago, but the cartoons back then were definitely better than now.
Yeah.
It's
100%.
different. It's a lot of PG stuff now. You can't redo a lot of things.
It was PG back then. We were all.
No. First
It
of
was
all,
PG with hitting adult.
it's like you
content.
got like the hidden adult stuff. Like, all right, look back to like Dexter's Lab back
Yo,
in the days.
bro, let me tell you,
Like-
SpongeBob is trash now. It was a lot better back in the day.
Oh, America Online when you used to get the free discs.
Yeah,
know,
I'd get
you
them
get
from the
free
movie
discs.
theater like all the time.
The Knuckle Destroyer 3000, aka the pencil sharpener, pencil sharpener on the wall.
Knuckle Destroyer.
Hey, that pencil sharpener.
I'll have you know one thing.
You have to
though.
stand in a line to
You
sharpen your
think-
pencil.
yeah,
Bro, what a workout.
You think that was bad for you guys? I'm left-handed. That was designed for a right-handed person. Bro, I'll tell you,
this,
that
look,
thing
you
was
do
a
like
pain
inverted.
in the ass. to
You
use that.
have to do this,
Bro, I was like, I can't use this. It would, oh my god, that was the worst.
I remember like whoever, like that one
If
kid.
that comes out now,
When the
people be
teacher's
like,
doing
oh,
the lecture,
I don't know
there's
what it
that
is.
one
I don't know
kid
what it
who would go up to go sharpen his pencil, and you'd hear the
While she's
grinding. We're
talking,
like,
"Grrr," and you look at the teacher like she's talking like, "Are you ridiculous?"
That comes out now. They won't let it happen because it's for right-handed people.
Did you guys
only.
have
It's not fair.
Did you guys have LA Gear like the light up sneakers?
yeah, I think
What?
so.
Remember,
LA
remember the
Gear.
sneakers that you would step in?
when I was like a kid, like a when I was like
2000,
a kid.
you were a kid.
I mean, when I was like a little child, I don't know, like
no, I'm
really
saying,
young.
but they
I
had
had those.
those like LA Gears.
I
that you
remember those.
Step in and it would light up.
I don't remember the name of it though, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, that was LA Gear, LA Lights. Type shit.
The Razor
You
phone.
remember was it Deck Decks or whatever thing?
Tech Deck?
Tech
Tech Decks.
Decks.
Tech
Okay.
decks.
Yo,
Tech
have you
decks,
seen? There's some people online that put like shoes on their feet and like on their fingers and everything.
Yeah, Carl, speak for some
Shoes on my bad. Shoes like on their fingers and do the whole tech that thing with the shoes and everything.
See, these kids don't know anything. Like they get Flintstones gummies now. You used to get the Flintstones like little
Oh,
chalk
God.
ones.
Yeah, I remember the
The
chocolate.
Let me tell you,
Hey,
those
so
things were
this is a-
fire.
You don't need a COVID vaccine.
Yeah, with the chalk fucking
You ate
Flintstones.
those Flintstones chalk things. You beat everything. I used to love them. Oh, I used to love
Yeah.
them.
Or the Livestrong, the yellow Livestrong bands too.
Yellow Livestrong bands. I never forget this one girl named.
I used to have one legit.
I
And
had the
would never take it
legit
off.
one.
When it broke, it was like after 2 or 3 years of having it like on you. I had the little like the 10 line.
Yeah, I had it for like a year and a half, and I never forget this girl Genesis in my middle school. She was like, "Oh, you have the Livestrong," and she pulled on it and
Snapped.
snapped it. And I looked at Genesis. You Only because she was a pretty girl, though. I was like, couldn't get mad.
Neopets.
Neopets.
Bro.
Oh my god.
Remember bendable pencils?
Yes.
Neopets. I already been
Bendable pencils.
I mean, I wouldn't buy it. I didn't buy it, but I remember them.
Neopets. Yo,
Remember field
that
trips?
was-
Yeah,
Is
I
that-
think
those are fun.
taking field trips, field day.
Yeah. Field day.
Remember these fucking markers, the rainbow magic, where you would put like different
The-
colors, and then the little white
the-
one would reveal. The,
Oh, that's
The
right.
magic
That's right.
markers.
That's
Magic.
right. That's right.
Remember in school you used to have the presidential fitness test. They don't even do those shits anymore.
no, the scoliosis test.
Presidential
Remember that
fitness
shit?
test.
Yeah, they
Oh,
had to
yeah.
do the fitness test. Yeah.
Yeah, you never have to do a presidential fitness test.
Fishing test? No. We never
Fitness
fished.
test.
They
A
had a
fitness test, yeah, but not a presidential.
That's what it was called technically.
bunch- we didn't call it presidential, but I do remember the fitness test.
Yeah, do a fitness
We had to
test.
sit down and put both arms.
And
Yeah.
the blue box or
Yeah.
whatever you have to reach, and then you
Bah.
can reach the farthest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like check this out, but yeah.
And then you do the push-up ones who can do the most push-ups
Do
and
the push-ups,
and then the
the
sit-ups.
sit-ups,
Yeah.
I do remember that. Yeah, damn.
That
That's
the
crazy.
shuttle run was, I think, another one too.
I don't
Remember this shit?
Oh
I remember,
yeah.
I remember when I was a kid. I
What
did
were
like
those things
I did
called?
70 push-ups.
You remember
I
this?
can't
You remember this shit?
remember.
What were those things
70,
called?
100%.
The
Remember,
fortune teller
I was a
things?
kid, so I
okay,
huh?
we did
What?
do
Remember the
70
fortune
push-ups.
teller things?
Oh yeah.
Oof.
That's what they did. Kiss
I
me.
remember girls would go up to like, "What's your favorite
It's like-
color?" I'd be like, "Blue." They're like, "B-U," and they would fucking look
well,
at
B-
You-
BU. Southwest.
Yeah, right?
BU. And then,
Southwest is better than
L-E, not in that order.
and then you look at her, you're like, how do you spell idiot? And you say Stacey, Stacy. Some stupid like that, you know? Jesus.
And then they would look at you. They're like, "You have to do this." I'd be like, "No."
Yeah. What if she told you you gotta kiss me? And you're
Pokemon
"Oh,
cards.
I'd look. You take a look. You do one of these. Like,
Damn, you remember?
Okay.
You remember the old fucking
Oh, that's the old pinball
pinball
game.
machine on the fucking
like a
computer?
Windows
Yes.
With the Windows game.
I was
Windows
nasty.
98 or
Windows
Minesweeper?
XP.
That was
Mine-
XP.
XP.
You talking about Minesweeper?
Minesweeper?
That's 90s.
Yeah, that's 90s.
That's old
90s
school.
was fucking.
Or the solitaire game that used to be on
That's
there
90s
too.
That's 90s.
Yeah.
That's
And
straight 90s.
Freestyle.
bro, look at this shit.
And all the games.
Library cards. Like whenever you would check out a book at school,
I
you'd
had
have to see the
library.
piece of paper that would be like, "Who got this shit before?"
Oh, that's true, man. That's
Yeah.
true.
Fucking what is it? The Zune.
Oh shit! Remember the little pop things? Like you would put them down and then it would pop back up.
Oh, yeah. They pop up.
Then just bring back. Hey, if you guys
Motorola razors,
you remember
bro.
doing this on the last day of school, writing on shirts?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love
You
the
wear
yearbook.
people's shirts. Damn. Dude, that's
stuff, man. Hey, I'm sorry for everybody that didn't grow up in the '90s, early 2000s.
y'all missed out.
It missed out big.
You missed out to being a 90s baby and so like in the late 80s to 90s. You've experienced two lifestyles. You experienced before technology and after
Yes.
technology. So you know.
We didn't. We knew what it was to go to the library, have to go get an encyclopedia. Hope that it was there still and wasn't like
we
used by
learned what the
somebody
Dewey
else.
Decimal System was.
Like
how to write in script.
yeah.
we know how to do everything before the internet. Like
having to figure out like information. Like
younger
fact-
got people. They need answers. They got to go to the internet.
I
To write
remember
with this pencil. You have to write with one of these. One of these little ass.
Yeah.
In here, like you would get the.
Yeah, that was.
I remember, bro, how
That's
bad
it.
it was. Like, let's say you wanted to get a toy or a new video game that came out, you'd have to call, like Toys R Us
Yeah.
or whatever fuck was open, and be like, "Hey, do you guys have this in stock?"
And then you didn't.
Oh, no,
if
I
you didn't
do
have a
that.
white page,
I
you
just
had
went to
to-
go look.
If you didn't have the white page because the internet didn't exist, you had to
Yeah,
go white.
yeah.
If not, you had to call 411 and be like, "Yeah, can you give me the number to Toys R
fucking
Us?"
movie phone.
Remember when people used to wear the airbrushed like T-shirts?
Yes,
That's one of the
When they
fair.
were all,
From the fair.
From the fair. where
Fair
they-
stuff.
all the chongas wore that. All the girls,
Yeah,
I remember the
they-
chongas wore those airbrushed
What's your
T-shirts.
name on it?
When the bedazzled jeans. they had
and then
bedazzled jeans.
those big ass hoop earrings with their names on it too.
You remember the belt buckles with had the electric
The
signs
LED
on them, the
ones?
LED signs on them?
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
I never saw those here like that. Actually,
That was in
oddly
New York.
enough-
Those were in New York
Oddly
heavy.
enough, being I feel like that would be a.
You would see more in here. Like remember the rocket kids wore like the chain wallets.
The chain wallets.
The
yeah.
chain wallets.
I mean, I think they still do that.
I always
Like,
wanted
to
go to
chain
go to Journeys, you'll find a bunch of them.
I never had a. I never.
Remember
had a
Hot
chain wallet.
Topic
I
back
didn't
then
want
was the
Hot
place
Topic.
to be.
one. It's still a thing.
No,
Yeah,
Still,
it's not
when's the
as.
last time you went to a Hot Topic?
Why do you have to go to a Hot Topic at this point?
Yeah, or Spencer's or anything. This is the last time you walked
I get
in
banties.
to get what?
Band
tees?
tees?
I have yet to see you. I haven't seen you wear a band
Cargo-
T-shirt in like
No.
months.
I got.
No,
Alright,
listen.
so I went.
Carl goes to the back. You know he goes to the
Yeah,
back.
I
You know
don't
what's in
have-
the- you know
I
what's in
don't-
the back?
Back
If you guys ever know what's in the back of those
Back at
stores,
Spencer's, you know.
I got a band tee.
Bound chicka
I
wow,
got a band
wow.
tee for Mel. I got My Chemical Romance, and there's another one. I forgot the other one. Oh, and Nirvana one.
bro, do you remember these blow up fucking couches and blue?
I never had one of those.
I do.
If I had two brothers,
never
if we
had
had
blow-up
one of those, that
couches?
shit wouldn't last a day. Hey, 2000 was a good time. We saw the evolution of video games.
Yep.
Like,
From,
we
like,
were
this
there
pixelated
from
shit
from
to, like...
NES.
I mean, we weren't there for Pong. Granted, we weren't.
Yeah, I wasn't there for Atari yet, but for
No, but
NES,
we were there for,
we
like,
had
all
NES.
this pixelated shit.
From 64-bit.
Well, NES. I had NES.
I had NES.
I had an NES.
I have two
That's
NES.
90s. That's 90s.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
even
the
N64 is 90s.
98.
2000s. You talking
Yeah,
about,
but
you
you
talking
still,
about
it was
PS2.
early. Oh yeah, you're talking about Xbox.
Yeah.
Xbox came out in
Talking
2000.
about PS. No, because
Damn.
Xbox came out in 2001.
You remember these orange fucking Nickelodeon cassettes?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Rugrats. I had an episode.
The Rugrats
of
when they swallowed the they swallowed the
watermelon
watermelon and the watermelon was growing
Was growing
inside.
inside of them. They still show Rugrats on TV.
Yeah, because they redid it.
They redid them. Yeah.
No, the old ones.
Yeah, man, you realize it's not as good. You realize this
Yeah,
is
it
all
was kind
shit.
of like, but hey, whatever.
Hey,
You know which is the best
Invader
one out of
Zim
those,
was
though?
a great show back then.
Yeah, but that was like late 2000.
Yeah, at that point I didn't.
Yeah, that was like Hey Arnold.
Yes.
Hey Arnold, I think was like the best out of that.
To
Group.
this day, I want his room.
His room was cool.
First of all, if you think about it, that's an expensive ass fucking room that he had. Like it's
Yeah.
on the top floor. It had a sky fucking roof.
it's a studio, so he's paying for a studio. Is what it is.
He didn't
Because
pay
remember,
for
he
it.
lived in like in a little
He lived in the
apartment
attic.
thing. Yeah,
It wasn't.
no, the attic.
was
It's
the
an
attic.
attic, but it's
Well,
not
he had the pull down thing. You had to get in, he had to pull down
but it
upstairs.
was basically the attic of that building. But then he had the dome.
Yeah.
He had the night
dome.
And he had that sound system, boy. He was bumping.
I want to know
Yeah.
how he got a alarm clock that was his.
I wonder what he's up to right
That
now.
was himself.
He was a genius.
Remember the alarm clock
and
was
he
like,
made
Hey
it
Arnold? It
himself.
was like a little Arnold. It was like Arnold thing. How the fuck we get
I
that
don't
alarm
know
clock?
with the potato.
No.
He had the one with the
Yeah.
potato.
How
That
do
was
you-
like oh, and what he made it.
Do you remember these stickers that girls used to? Well, you didn't
Oh,
have sisters.
I had those.
Those glow-in-the-dark ones?
The moons, yeah.
Shit.
They're not stickers.
I
they're
lived.
plastic.
Plastic. Yeah, they're
I
plastic.
lived
but
through
they're
that
adhesive.
whole Lisa
Used to
Frank.
get those in a
fucking
Dandy Bear for like 10
fad,
tokens.
bro.
I got one here.
10 tickets.
I was never a fan of these. Do you guys remember the Fruit Loop cereal straws?
Yes, I remember those. They were
Yeah.
gross.
I remember them. I never had.
They
it.
had one.
never
I think
had
they
it.
did one of
I
was it Cocoa Puffs or the Rice Krispies?
I remember. I just never had that.
Oof.
More than one, but
Bop it.
I had the
Fuck
big
it.
string.
Still have Bop It.
We can
I
get
had
it popping
Bob
right now.
and
We can
String.
get it popping right now.
Let's
if you
go.
want.
I have to find it. I have it though.
You probably had no battery. I just remember like Bob.
The,
it.
ba- the,
And the, no battery and the screws are
the
rusted.
battery probably exploded in that.
You remember the girls that had like easy bake ovens?
Yeah, my sister.
Bro,
Easy bake ovens.
You eat that shit from that?
that
No.
food was trash.
Gio had an easy bake oven.
That was the first like cuisine you had.
Bro,
you
look
know?
at the size of the
That was the
original
first like,
Xbox
hey,
controller.
you're a woman, fucking cook, like fucking fad that was going on there, bro.
When the original Xbox came out, you had to be Shaq, or you couldn't play. Like if you're a child with small hands,
You understand that we played with a Nintendo 64 controller, which you have to use. You have to switch between which side you want to grab.
You had 3 grips.
You had
on
3
that.
grips.
yeah.
You had 3 grips. on
You
the-
realize that as a child you had to do this.
You're literally there with this.
But the Xbox controller, look at the size of that thing.
Oh yeah, the big
Who
Duke.
in Microsoft? Whoever he's not working for Microsoft anymore.
What they call it? Yeah, they called it the Duke.
They called it the batarang because it knocked somebody out.
Battering.
Yeah, like when you're angry, you throw it at somebody.
Yeah, I remember these little high chairs in McDonald's, little brown ones with wheels on them.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, Carl sat in one.
Carl was like, "Give me the chair."
He's like, give me one of the chairs.
He's like 10 years old. Like, you're too old for
You're
this.
too old.
So did you guys? I know Kevin didn't because he wasn't here at the time. But did you guys ever go? Maybe Gio because it's in Gio's neighborhood. On 97 and 8th Street, there's a McDonald's.
A specific one, like
It's like 99th. It's on the shopping center where there's like a Goodwill, an Advance, Auto Parts. No, it's an AutoZone. AutoZone.
you talking about this McDonald's now or those are
The
McDonald's,
McDonald's
in the
now.
2000s?
There's a McDonald's now.
Okay,
So that McDonald's,
used to be.
it was still McDonald's.
Oh,
But it had a section with like a huge like table. The table was like 20 feet long. And it had a bunch of like little chairs, and at the end of the head of the table there's a giant like king chair and stuff like that. Like
Nope.
you guys there went?
nah. You think I was on 8th Street? I'm like,
That
wait.
was cool.
It was
That
no.
was a cool one.
Look at some of the. Look at
You
some
sat
of
in
the,
the king chair? Is that what happened? Is that what you telling?
Yeah, whenever we'd go there,
I had
two brothers.
I had
we
a
would fight each other
McDonald's.
to
I had a
see who
McDonald's
get it.
in my hood that had an area for parties, but like it was like a
Which
legit
Yeah,
one with.
the play zone?
No,
Yeah,
no,
the
no,
play-
no. This literally had like a second floor, and then there
Oh,
was, like,
the
a
one
bunch
on
of-
Miller.
Yeah, there was a bunch of
The one
tables.
on Miller.
and you
It's
could,
still there.
Like,
It's
you
still
throw
there.
parties
Yeah.
and shit in there.
It's still there.
And like I always thought to myself, like, who the fuck would throw a party at a McDonald's?
A lot of
Yeah, a
people.
lot of people.
During that time, a lot of people.
McDonald's
Listen,
was this thing, man.
listen, first
you
of
got
all-
the pay place. You don't got to pay for the.
I was a Chuck E. Cheese kid, bro. That's where
First
the
of
parties
all, the
were. Dandy
cheapest
Bear.
party ever. And my aunt used to work. We used to be a manager at McDonald's. So I used to
No,
go to
Dandy
McDonald's
Bear is
all
better than Chuck E. Cheese. Don't get it twisted, okay?
Danny Bear was better than Chuck E. Cheese. Yes, I agree with that. Discovery Zone was better.
I didn't realize how close.
Oh,
I didn't realize how close Danny Bear was. Honestly, I drove by the other day. I'm like, oh, this is Danny Bear they were talking about. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
There used to be more than those.
Hey, let's go Danny Bear.
no, nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah, man.
You know how
So let's go to Dandy Bear.
you know how
They look like a bunch of, like,
dilapidated that
pedophiles?
shit is.
Look at
What's
that
wrong with
We
you?
go play the play, man. Throw balls at each other. You know, back in the day.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure you can't do that right now.
Yeah,
Not
COVID
right
still
now,
a
maybe.
thing.
we'll get questions.
Look at some of the music bangers that you had in the 2000s. Right? You have you had Eminem drop Stan in 2000.
Hot in here.
That's obvious. That could be arguably a top 5 Eminem song ever made.
It's fucking magic.
You have Hot in Here by Nelly. I know how that came
You
out.
had One More Time by Daft Punk was 2000.
One more time.
You had that. You
Got
had
me feeling real.
you had Gold Digger 2005 Kanye West. Huge that's a bang. That can be
Shout
a
out to
club,
the Gold Diggers.
That can be a club banger.
Yo,
That's
for
still a club banger
real?
today.
Hey, yeah, came out in 2003.
Yeah.
That was a banger. Right
You
there.
have In the Club 50 Cent 2003. How many of these do you think you could still play in the club and still bangers? Those
In
are
the
all,
club
all,
you can
all
play.
those you can
in
still
the club for sure.
Yeah. You think Usher's Yeah 2004 can still be a club banger?
Yeah.
Like
In certain clubs, yeah.
in certain clubs, you think?
The 2000 party that you going to.
Let's see.
Drop it like it's hot, Snoop Dogg.
Hot in here.
Hot in Here is another one. Lean Back Terror Squad is always
That was a banger.
still a banger.
Yeah, Feel Good Inc. came out too in 2005.
Still a banger.
Hips Don't Lie.
In what year?
I didn't get it here.
Day and Night, 2008. Kid Cudi.
Oof, when Kid Cudi came out, boom, that dude was on top of the world.
Welcome to
Get Your
Jam
Freak On by Missy Elliott.
Welcome to Jam.
Hey, shut your mouth, hey, Miss Elliott, boy,
Spit it out.
in your face, open your mouth, give you a taste, tell you, holla. Ain't no stopping. That's oof. 2000. Listen to this. Try Again, Aaliyah.
Oof.
Was a banger, bro.
Rock the Boat by Aaliyah. was a banger.
2000.
They actually brought her
Shake
album.
Your Ass, Mystical.
They actually brought Aaliyah's fucking albums back.
First of all, let's not forget. I mean, it's the 99 to the 2000, but technically,
Oh, it's back that ass up.
back that ass up.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, well, the 2000s were a time to be in. 90s, 2000s. If you grew up during that age,
still
that time.
tipping 2005 by my boy Mike Jones.
If you grew up during that age,
Who?
you're immune to COVID.
Who? Call, what's the phone number to call?
281-330-8004.
Come on, kid.
Yo, real country.
All right, y'all. So, thanks for coming out.
Where'd
Get
they
ready.
They didn't go anywhere,
They didn't
Kevin.
go. No, they didn't come here.
Thanks for tuning in.
They came out.
They came out.
They-
Hey, before I just want to let you guys know, like, if you guys are bored, it makes you feel different. Go on your phone real quick and just put like 2000 like nostalgia or whenever you guys were born, early life,
Early
life,
Early life.
like what you grew up with, and look at like all the things you forget about, and it just it brings back memories. It's
Carl's
good.
feeling real sentimental right now.
It hits you different, man. It hits you different. It misses you, like you miss being a child sometimes, like being like that.
I mean,
like you had no care in the world.
You're still a child. You're talking like a child.
I mean, you miss being a child because you don't have to pay bills, nigga.
Yeah, you had nothing to worry about. You just have to worry about getting to school on time. That's not even that's on your parents. Just going to school and getting decent grades and getting back home playing video games, doing your homework. That's all you have to care about. Like, hey, go tell him, Kevin. Tell him, Kevin.
Take him away.
Take him away.
All right, so yeah, don't forget to like, comment, just
Take him away, Kevin.
subscribe.
Take him away.
Tell your friends. Tell them about the 2000s, how it was amazing, and the 90s, and whatever.
If you haven't been a part of it, at least you got to witness. Bitches.
If you guys
It may
weren't
not mean
around,
nothing. That song came out in
you
2009.
guys missed a great time.
All right, Carl, shut up. Let me end this fucking end this
We've
podcast.
been trying again, but you don't want to end it.
All right, so yeah, all our descriptions, all the handles are in the description below. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Till next time, see ya.
Later.
Thank you for coming out, guys.
What the fuck is that? Coming out, guys.
I couldn't say it without laughing. Later, guys.
Good night.
All right, need more ice.